Right now, the smart TV in your living room is keeping a secret from you. There's a second menu hidden inside it. Repair technicians use it every single day. You have never seen it. It's not in your manual. It was never mentioned when you set the TV up. And that menu can tell you something the store that sold you the TV never will. It can tell you whether the TV you paid $800 for was actually new when you bought it, or whether it spent 6 months running on a shelf at Best Buy before they boxed it back up and sold it to you as new. Samsung has kept this menu locked away from you since 2010. LG, Sony, Vizio, Hisense, every one of them hides it the same way. It takes 10 seconds to get in. No tools, no technician, just your remote. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how, and exactly what they didn't want you to find. Let's talk about who this hurts the most. If you're over 55, you probably bought your last TV at a physical store, Best Buy, Walmart, Costco. You stood in front of the wall of screens, you picked one, and you trusted that new inbox meant new. The average household replaces a TV every 7 to 10 years. Each one costs you somewhere between $500 and $1,500. So over your lifetime, you'll buy a handful of these. And every single time, you're trusting people who profit from you, not knowing what I'm about to tell you. Here's the problem. When a TV runs as a display model on a store floor, 10, 12, 16 hours a day for months, it racks up thousands of hours of wear. The backlight ages, the panel ages, then somebody returns a different unit, or the store pulls the display, and it gets boxed back up. Sometimes it's sold as open box with a tiny discount. Sometimes it's just sold as new, and you have no way to know. None. Because the one number that would tell you how many hours that TV has actually been running is hidden in a menu they locked you out of. Most people think a brand new TV in a sealed box has 0 hours on it. Seems obvious, right? But that is not always what the TV itself says. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This menu, the service menu, has existed since the very first smart TVs rolled off the line. It's the first thing an authorized repair tech opens when they look at your set. They're trained on it during certification. It is their primary diagnostic tool. It shows everything. Total hours the TV has run, the real date the panel was manufactured in the factory, how worn the backlight is, professional calibration controls, a true factory reset that goes far deeper than the one in your settings. The technician sees all of it, you see none of it. And that gap, that information asymmetry, is the entire business model. Think about how it works. The tech knows the real condition of your TV. You don't. So the tech is the one who decides whether it's worth repairing. And when they tell you it's not worth fixing, just buy a new one, you have no way to check if that's true. The retailer knows how many hours that display model ran. You don't. So the retailer decides what new means. A professional calibration costs $200 to $400. The calibrator opens this same menu and adjusts settings you were never told you could touch yourself. Samsung pulled in over $200 billion in revenue last year. Consumer electronics is one of its biggest divisions. And here's the part that should make you angry. Samsung could put total operating hours right in the normal settings menu tomorrow. It would cost them nothing. The data is already sitting in the TV's software. They just don't. Because the moment you can see those hours, the market for selling display models as new collapses. Best Buy runs an open box program. Returned and display units sold at 15–20% off. Without operating hours, you can't tell the difference between returned after 1 day and ran 6 months on the sales floor. And Geek Squad will charge you $150 to $250 for a diagnostic. The first thing they do, open the exact menu you could open yourself for free. Before I show you the exact button codes to get into this menu on every major brand, I've put all of it in one place. Every code, every brand, every number that menu reveals, and exactly what it means. Everything the repair industry, the calibrators, and the retailers charge you for. It's all in one guide. The Service Menu Blueprint. The link is in the description. The people who own this guide never pay a repair tech for a diagnostic again. They never hand a calibrator $400 again, and they never get sold a used TV as new again, because they check every single time before the return window closes. But stay right here, because the single most shocking number in that hidden menu is the one I'm about to show you how to read. And when you see what your own TV has been hiding, you're not going to look at the store you bought it from the same way again. Now, maybe you're thinking this doesn't apply to you. Maybe you bought your TV 3 years ago. Maybe you rent. Maybe you'd never dream of poking around inside it. Stay with me. This is exactly for you. You don't need a technician. You don't need any tools. You don't need anyone's permission. You need your remote and about 10 seconds. Let me give you the codes. And one warning first, and I need you to take this seriously. Once you're inside this menu, look but do not touch. Do not change any values. Just read what's on the screen, take a photo, and back out. Changing settings you don't understand in here can permanently misconfigure your TV. You never need to change a thing. You only need to look. That is the whole point. For Samsung, the most common method turn the TV off with the remote. Then press in quick sequence, mute, then 1, then 8, then 2, then power. The TV boots straight into the service menu. You'll know it instantly, a dark screen covered in green and white technical text. On many 2018 and newer Samsung models, the code is different, with the TV off, press info, then menu, then mute, then power, quickly one after another. Samsung uses several codes depending on the model, so if the first one doesn't work, that's normal. Look up your exact model number. For LG, with the TV on, open the menu and quickly type 0000. Some models need a service remote, but many respond to that code. For Sony, this is the hard one. Sony guards this menu more aggressively than anyone, and the method varies heavily by model. Usually some combination of the display button, a number, volume up, and power. If you own a Sony, search your exact model because there is no single universal code. For Vizio, open the menu and rapidly type 00, or hold a button combination that depends on the model. Vizio's menu is simpler, but it still shows you the hours. Now, here's what you're looking for and what it actually means. The first number, and the most important one, total operating hours. This is exactly how long the TV has been powered on since the day it was built. Here's how to read it. 0 to 20 hours means genuinely new. 100 to 500 hours means a unit that may have spent some time as a store display. 1,000 hours or more on a TV you were told was new. That set almost certainly lived on a sales floor, or was refurbished, or was returned by someone else and resold to you. No retailer discloses this. No manufacturer prints it on the box. Only this menu shows it. Next, the panel production date. This is the real date the screen itself was manufactured, usually in Korea or China. It can be months, sometimes years, before the day you bought the TV. OLED panels have a limited lifespan. If your panel sat in a warehouse for 2 years before it reached you, part of that life is already gone, and you paid full price for it. Then, backlight hours. This is the number repair techs use against you. When a tech sees high backlight hours, they'll tell you the set isn't worth repairing, even when it still has tens of thousands of hours of life left in it. They have that number. Until right now, you didn't. You'll also see the professional calibration controls. White balance, gain, offset, gamma. These are the exact same adjustments an ISF or THX calibrator charges you to $400 to make. With a basic colorimeter, you can buy once for around $150, and a free calibration app, you can get most of the way to a professional result yourself for nothing. And finally, the real factory reset. The factory reset in your normal settings doesn't fully reset anything. It wipes your preferences, but keeps the firmware customizations. The service reset in this menu restores the TV to the exact state it left the production line in. If your TV has gotten slow, or apps keep crashing after an update, this is the fix repair shops charge $100 to $200 to perform. Use it only as a last resort, but know that it's there. So what do you do with all of this? If your TV shows far too many hours for its age, take a photo of that screen. That photo is your proof. You may have grounds to ask the retailer for a return or a price adjustment. Consumer protection rules in most states cover products sold as new that aren't. I'm not a lawyer, and the details vary, so check your own state's rules. But that photo is what gives you leverage. When you buy your next TV, check the hours the moment you unbox it. If it shows more than 50 hours, call the retailer before your return window closes. Not after. Before. And here's the part that gets me. None of this was ever truly hidden. The number was always there, sitting inside your own TV, in a menu they simply never taught you how to open. They didn't lock it in a vault. They just never handed you the key. And for 14 years, that was enough. So here's what I want you to do. Go to your TV right now, get into that menu, and find your total operating hours. Then drop that number in the comments, and tell me what state you bought it in. I want to build a map of this, store by store, so everyone can see which retailers are selling used sets as new. And subscribe. Because next week, I'm going to show you the hidden diagnostic code on your smartphone that reveals whether your new phone's battery was already swapped or refurbished before they sold it to you. And the reason the carriers really don't want you typing it in, you're not going to want to miss that one.